What are the major functions of the respiratory system?
The respiratory system performs several essential functions that are vital for sustaining life and supporting the body's ongoing needs. Understanding the clinical implications of these functions is central to patient care and disease management. The most critical role of the respiratory system is gas exchange, bringing oxygen into the body and removing carbon dioxide, a waste product of cellular metabolism. In the lungs, oxygen is absorbed from the inhaled air into the blood, and carbon dioxide is released from the blood to be exhaled. Clinically, gas exchange efficiency is routinely assessed using pulse oximetry, which measures blood oxygen saturation, and arterial blood gas analysis. Impaired gas exchange, as seen in conditions like pneumonia or emphysema, leads to symptoms such as shortness of breath, also called dyspnea, and if severe, can result in life-threatening hypoxia or respiratory failure. The respiratory system also plays a key role in maintaining the body's acid-base balance. By adjusting the rate and depth of breathing, it can quickly regulate blood levels of carbon dioxide, which in turn influences blood pH. For example, rapid breathing or hyperventilation decreases carbon dioxide and raises blood pH, making it more alkaline, while slow, shallow breathing increases carbon dioxide and lowers blood pH, making it more acidic. This respiratory compensation is vital in the management of metabolic acidosis or alkalosis, and clinicians closely monitor respiratory patterns and blood gases in critically ill patients. The respiratory system also acts as a barrier against inhaled pathogens, dust, and other harmful particles. The mucous membranes and the mucociliary escalator, which is the cilia lining the airways, trap and remove contaminants, while immune cells in the respiratory tract mount defenses against infection. When these protective mechanisms are compromised, as in cystic fibrosis or after smoking, patients are more susceptible to frequent respiratory infections and complications like pneumonia. Now let's look at vocalization. As air moves through the larynx or voice box, it vibrates the vocal cords to produce sound, enabling speech, singing, and other forms of communication. Hoarseness, voice changes, or loss of voice often point to problems with the larynx or vocal cords, whether from infection, overuse, or tumors. Specialized olfactory receptors in the nasal cavity provide the sense of smell, which is important not only for taste, but also for detecting dangers such as smoke or spoiled food. Loss of smell, known as anosmia, is a symptom that can be seen in upper respiratory infections, head trauma, or an early sign of neurological disease. The respiratory system also helps maintain body temperature and water balance by warming and humidifying inhaled air. With exhalation, the body loses both heat and moisture, most noticeable in cold weather as visible breath or during heavy exercise. Excessive loss can contribute to dehydration, particularly in infants, older adults, or patients with fever or rapid breathing. Together, these diverse functions not only support oxygen delivery and carbon dioxide removal, but also maintain acid-base status, protect against disease, enable communication, and help regulate fluid and temperature balance. The clinical assessment of each of these functions is fundamental in the diagnosis and management of respiratory and systemic illnesses.